Well, before tonight, there was a logjam atop the NHC standings.
Norwell, Homestead, Columbia City, all 2-0 in conference. Two of those teams would go head-to-head tonight in Spartan Country, and that's where we sent Rod his song for the night. He joins us with more.
Yeah, didn't need a passport either. Exactly 1 week ago to the day, Homestead traveled to Concordia. After 5 overtimes and 210 combined points, the Spartans lost a heartbreaker to the Cadets. After those 5 OTs, Chris Johnson's team probably just getting its breath back. Evan Rhodes for Homestead, he was breathing all right from the left side. He hit the jumper there, and then this time he's going to take the pass from Drew Suri and steps outside the line. He would hit the three-pointer. Columbia City in the third quarter, Derek Heinen, he would do some work. Underneath, going to go around the big man, and then this time he's going to try it from the baseline, and then, hey, why not dribble and see how far away he can get? Comes across the free throw line this time, gets the roll off the rim. He would try and keep Homestead in it. Columbia City in it. Time winding down, third corner. Joe Oliveri for a 3 at the buzzer. It would be 44-34 Homestead. Everyone needs to regroup. Columbia City needs to put a charge in. Homestead needs to maintain the defense. Spartans, Drew Suri. There's the jumper and the foul. He would convert the three-point play. Oliveri again loving that three-point side from the baseline. He would hit the 3. Nick Gamble, watch the screen from Rhodes, lays the guy out. Nice ball fake, goes up and off glass. Gamble would finish with 14 points. Drew Benedict from Columbia City with 19, but Homestead gets the win, 62-48.
We came out expecting to win. We were expecting them to fight, which they did, but we sustained our energy in the second half and came out with the win.
Anytime you're playing a team like the ability of Columbia City, we knew that we were going to have to play flawless basketball, and I thought for the most part we played pretty good basketball tonight.
Good enough to win. On Tuesday, Homestead is at Northside in Columbia City. Columbia City hosts Huntington North, something like that. Ross.
Let's go down to Asia City. How about the co-conference leading Knights?
Where was your flannel, man?
6-game winning streak. Hosting Belmont. Belmont didn't score in the first quarter, but they eventually did. That's Logan Smith putting Belmont on the board. Smith again. Norwell tough, though. Josh Van Meter, he had 11 points. Joe Baker would have 7 for Belmont. Grant Baker had 15 for Norwell. And then Joe Baker misses, but Matt Chronister there to clean it up. But too much Norwell tonight. Kyle Philman would have 12 points as the Knights win 67-36.
Let's go to Hunter Townia Chargers taking on New Haven. First bucket comes from Austin Hilly. He had 10 points on the game. Neon Nation ecstatic. Bulldogs match that and then some. How about Justin Miller? How deep was he?
Kosciuszko County.
He just got out of the bus. Knocked down the 3. All shots from behind the arc were falling early. Carroll's Eric Ward, he had 15 points. Nice night for him. Check out the great backdoor cut right there by Kyle Silvine. He had 11 points. 2 of them coming right there. Braxton Willis gets in on the 3-party. He had 10. And Carroll, a big winner tonight. They take this one by 30-70 to 40.
According to the latest rankings, Whitko is the best 3A team in Northeast Indiana. The Wildcats are ranked 8th and tied with Southwood in the Three Rivers Conference lead. Logan Irwin and the Cats taking on Southwood tonight for the Wildcats. Zach Vandewater inside to Alex Stoddard for 2. Apparently it was wrestling singlet night over in South Whitley. Southwood. Connor Hobbs, he puts it in over 2 defenders. Logan Irwin dishing it out to Vandewater in the corner for the 3 bucket. Back comes Southwood. Dalton Gentry hits the long jumper, but Mr. Irwin not in his house, he says. Nice little pull-up jumper as Whitko gets the big win. 70-48. They're now 9-2.
After seeing those singlets, I think Flannel Night sounds a lot better. Let's go to Goshen. Warsaw on the road. Tigers 7th in the latest 4A state poll, and you know they're good. Lucas Gross with the layup. His dad could play some ball, too. Warsaw looking good, but Goshen's Lewis Kissinger buries the 3 there, but Nick Moore, he's like, I'm not going to let any of this happen. He's unselfish, too. Watch him kick it to Rhett Kessler. Kessler drills the 3 from the corner, and then Moore taking over. Might be a Mr. Basketball candidate, especially early as Warsaw wins at 67-51.
Also going on tonight, the NECC tournament on the boys' side. Prairie Heights tops West Noble 60-57. Brennan North with 18 points. And also in action tonight, Fremont and Westview. Westview winning that one 72-61. So Westview and Prairie Heights, they will battle Saturday. Tomorrow at Lakeland, they will follow the girls' game. Angola beats West Noble 71-47. The Reinhardt twins, Rachel and Erica, both with 15 points. They will play Westview as well. The Warriors winning 60-31 over Fremont. So Angola versus Westview starts things off at Lakeland tomorrow at 6 o'clock.
There you go. More Highlight Zone coming up after the break, including the Komets, IPFW men's volleyball, and our Play of the Week. Stick around. We got more coming up.
We are the Whitko Wildcats!
Let's go straight to your Play of the Week, and for that we go back out to Northrop. Evan Blackman in a losing effort, but showing off the ups. Interesting fact, Evan Blackman, second in Bishop Luers history in scoring behind Deshaun Thomas, about 2,000 points behind. He needs to average about 150 points a game over the rest of the season. I don't want to hear any excuses, Evan. You can do it. He's the Play of the Week.
Hey, we got a busy day at the Coliseum tomorrow. Starting things off at 10 o'clock, Leo and Woodland, the girls' ACAC final, followed by Leo and Heritage, the boys' ACAC final. Then a men's-women's doubleheader, IPFW hosting Oakland. Huge games as far as the conference is considered. So if you're not busy, go out to the Coliseum, get your fill of basketball. At the Coliseum tonight, the K's first game since the All-Star break. Defenseman Guy Dupuis playing in his 999th game as a Comet. Gets things started with the Comets' first goal of the game. However, Evansville answers. Mark Cody would tie it at 1. Then Damian Surma is going to give the Iceman the lead. But then, after that, you got to go with some fisticuffs. Dustin Molly going head toe-to-toe there with Jordan Lane. A lot of hugging, a couple of,
They seem to like each other.
I give it a 3. The K's would score, though, eventually. Colin Chalk to Tab Larner. That would tie it at 2. PC Druin ties the game late in regulation, goes to shootout where the Comets do lose, though, 4-3 to 5.
All right, let's go out to the Gates Center. Dons with the rematch from last night as IPFW and Arnie Ball hosting Pacific. First set, Daryl Shankin. Thank you very much. That's an ace. And Arnie, that's exactly what he's been teaching for the last 31 years. How about some defense? Big old Phil Peterson, 6'8" sophomore in the middle, gets a block. Later, you're going to see Shank doing business. One of his 11 kills on this one. IPFW wins game 1. In fact, they win all 3 of them. They get to sweep 3-0. How about the Mad Ants? They were on the road at the Dakota Wizards tonight. Oliver Lafayette had 24, but the Mad Ants lose their third straight, 97-95. They've lost 5 of their last 6.
Unfortunately, the Wizards hitting some free throws with about 6 seconds left there. Rod Wilmot missing the 3 to win it. They need to turn things around.
You got to go out to the Coliseum to see IPFW, especially the guys. Perhaps the biggest game in Summit League history for the Mastodons. They're only a game behind Oakland for first place.
We'll have it all covered tomorrow. We'll see you then.